Introduction to the Gothic novel. The following presentation will introduce you to some of the concepts of the Gothic novel and the genre in general. The term Gothic originally referred to a Germanic tribe, the Goths. Today, this term is usually used to mean the medieval world in general, and in particular, a style of architecture that originated in France and that flourished during the medieval period, particularly during the 13th through 15th centuries. Gothic buildings are characterized by a wealth of ornamental and intricate detail: flying buttresses, pointed arches and vaults, narrow spires, stained glass windows. Depending on the building or the part of the building one is looking at, a Gothic architecture can seem flamboyant, mysterious, or even frightening. Gothic cathedrals are often adorned with carvings of grotesque people, monsters, and devils, known as gargoyles. When applied to literature, Gothic has been used both positively and negatively to refer to a genre characterized by a general mood of decay, action that is dramatic and generally violent or otherwise disturbing, loves that are destructively passionate, settings that are grandiose, if gloomy and bleak. To the 18th century neoclassicists who valued simplicity, the term Gothic was synonymous with crude. Romantics, however, found in the Gothic a freedom of spirit, variety, and mystery. The Gothic novel arose in the late 18th century England and remained popular into the 19th century throughout Europe and America. Elements of the Gothic novel and Gothic literature have persisted up to our own day. The Gothic novel is a romance, typically written as a long prose horror narrative that exhibits the Gothic qualities of doom and gloom, as well as an emphasis on chivalry and magic. Dark, mysterious castles chock full of secret passageways and supernatural phenomena are common elements used to thrill the reader. Exaggerated and emotional language are frequently employed by Gothic writers, who typically emphasize storyline and setting over character and characterization. They seek to evoke an atmosphere of terror, often from an unidentifiable source. The Gothic hero is typically a man known for his power and charisma and not his personal goodness. He is mysterious, with a dark history full of secrets. The Gothic heroine's challenge is to win his love without being destroyed in the process. The Gothic novel made its first appearance in the 18th century. Even today, Gothic elements are common in literature and other art forms such as film. The number of contemporary works falling into the Gothic category is even larger if we follow the current trend of using the term to refer to any work that evokes an atmosphere of brooding and terror. Popular culture continues to feature the Gothic and Gothic horror. Gothic rock, for example, enjoyed a vogue in the 1980s when musical groups such as The Cure forged a series of majestic, foreboding rock albums awash with morbid sounds and themes. A more recent and extreme version of goth rock is heard with the work of Marilyn Manson. We're not going to listen to any of his music, but here's a little bit more from that Cure song. Finally, popular vampire novels often get lumped into the genre of Gothic. The debate over such books as Twilight continues to spark interesting discussions of the genre's definition. Now that you've learned a little bit of the characteristics of the Gothic genre, You are to go to wordle.net and create a word cloud with as many words describing Gothic literature as you'd like. The more you type the word, the larger it gets. You can also change the colors, fonts, etc. to truly express your understanding. When you are finished, print it out and/or save it as a picture and post it to Edmodo.